in late 2020. There's a look at Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Chicago Bears. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Well, this defense for the Bears, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
Second down, Jacobs once more. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Here's Jacobs on first and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 45 on second down, Wilson being chased out left. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because it had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's first and goal. Now a give to Jacobs running right. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Josh Jacobs, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
From the 29, Fields flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Off play action, Fields. He'll buy some time right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
On second down, Montgomery. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. The gun, Fields. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Fields now to throw. Touchdown! Cole Kmet. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
On second down now, it's Jacobs, and he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Throwing is Wilson. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 30 yards there, and of course the first down as well. They'll run right here with Jacobs. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with. They have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team would say, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor. And that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
And that's going to be caught. Dwayne Eskridge. Touchdown, Seahawks. Dwayne Eskridge, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. The extra point now coming from Myers. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And out across midfield down to the 45. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
On first down, Fields. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And the Seahawks will take over here at their own 14-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. John Simon in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. Able to pick up a dozen yards there on the scramble, but not enough. 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Tariq Cohen is deep for the Bears. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A shotgun snap, Fields. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he's got Mooney. In the end zone, touchdown, Chicago. Santos now to add the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll run on first down. Jacobs. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Wilson. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Play action. Now Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And the Bears are going to have it here just past the 25. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many...
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Another try after the first down sack. Fields. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. L.J. Collier. He's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. 3rd and long. It's Fields. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. So a big chunk of yardage will be marked off there for that PI call.
And now you know why receivers and the guys throwing the ball, they like to collaborate and just heave it up sometimes, because you can get these types of calls that go against the defense. Pass interference, and they gain over 30 yards of real estate on that one.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Flushed out right. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. From the 50, here's Fields. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The fumble on first down. Now here's 2nd down. From the gun, here's Fields. Deep ball for Goodwin. Touchdown, Bears! Well, CD, when you combine accuracy with a big arm, you get throws like that. And Justin Fields may very well be making these kinds of plays at the pro level for years to come. Santos with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14.
Seahawks 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Oh, my goodness, I thought he'd peel off. Instead, he makes the fair catch at the 2-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And we'll see how aggressive they want to be in these final stages before the half. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here, as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Both these teams going through their final adjustments before heading back out of the locker room. Time for us to go back out to Lumen Field, where we rejoin Brandon Gott.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. Here's Cohen now to return. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Chicago. Marquise Goodwin. 82 yards. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the pressure comes and Wilson's going to go down. Eddie Goldman with a sack. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage, well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
Throwing on second and long. Wilson. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
Third and long, it's Wilson. Throw right side, taken in by Eskridge. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And out of bounds, this will depend on where they spot it, and they'll say at the 45. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On play action, Fields. Rolling to his right. That'll be caught downfield by Bird. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. A give. This is Montgomery. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
At the 26-yard line.
They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 53 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Now it's Fields off the bootleg. under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And that was Carlos Dunlap who got in to take him down.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
On 2nd down, it's Montgomery, and he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. It's a solid pickup, 8 yards, but work still to do now on 3rd and goal. This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear him now. 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Tariq Cohen, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Now the point after try for Santos. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. Hey, you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. His throw incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
And that will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And this is picked up by the Bears. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
It got his man complete. Touchdown, Chicago. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And that throw, amazingly, well over 70 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. Wow. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. John Simon, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Play action. It's Fields. Flush to his right. And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down. Fields on first down. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action.
Seahawks 14.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down. This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Bears and Seahawks 26-yard line.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
At their own 19-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you... Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And this is picked up by the Bears. And he'll be down at the 6-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget. Absolutely. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. They'll run with Montgomery. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I just wonder if before that last play, if someone on the defense stepped in the huddle and said, we've been run over, run around, run through all game long. Can we come up with one stop right here? And on that play, they did.
It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up third.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal. Santos' kick is up and through, and they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggle. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags, and I believe this is going to be a first down. So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. Over the middle, complete. That's Jacobs. His second catch. This one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now a dump off here complete, and they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Now here's a throw that's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Throwing again on second down. Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Aldon Smith able to record his 5th sack of the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Here's Wilson to throw. Open man is Eskridge. That's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw as this play will stand. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Now Myers for the extra point. And the lead drops from 34 to 27. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort, at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the 43-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. They'll roll him out right. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Chicago, their hopes of a winning campaign stay alive as they move to 7-8 now on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they hit double digits in losses as they fall to 5-10. And they'll get a home date next week against the Detroit Lions.